My first time against Akali, I was playing against Caps. And I'm never playing against Akali again. This thing is... Whew, I was so fed. Like, I had Reckless on my team and we were killing everyone. We were both really fed, but... Whew, we were dying really fast. Like, he just looked at us and we were gone from the map without counterplay. So... If I was playing against Caps next week, I would ban Akali really fast. Holy shit.
Actually, no, man, I'll take it back. Akali is a bit weak right now. And
Hey everyone, this is Darius from the Shotcaller, joined here by the Danish Dynamite duo of Fnatic, Broxah and Caps, after a, very dominating win against G2, most of the time, I would say. Some here and there, but mostly good. How nice do you feel after that important win?
So it definitely feels really good, especially because we had a lot of problems. A lot of our preparation this week, I mean, obviously we're trying a lot of new things, but it wasn't really having the same success as we usually have. And we kind of showed in the Vitality game. I mean, there was also some unlucky accidents, but yeah, we didn't have the best success, so we tried to go back to just what we played last week, and we were a bit worried because we hadn't practiced it. But it worked out, so we're definitely happy that we got the win against G2 without having too much practice on our comps.
So what went wrong against Vitality and against Kickers, your former teammate and stuff?
Well, I think a lot went wrong yesterday in first clear. Our plan on first clear wasn't the greatest, and it was also pretty rough because jungle matchup was like fine. It was like just about even, but they literally pushed us in everywhere, and then suddenly, after I found Kickers in river, he ran into my jungle with a little support helping him out. So all of a sudden, I didn't have any jungle to take, and I fell really behind. And yeah, then we just played without a jungler for a while. We dropped some towers, and we couldn't really come back after. So as Cap said, like we tried something new yesterday that we've been practicing throughout the week. Actually went pretty good in practice, but it really didn't work on stage, so we just figured that now we're going to go back to the roots because we don't want to go 0-2.
Would have sucked, especially against such important teams and like high-tier playoff contenders and stuff. So, Caps, I have one question. In a team fight, when shortly after Nocturne ulted in, you windwalled the Orianna shield ball, which ended up resulting in Perks essentially ulting himself and you guys winning the team fight because the windwall block the Orianna ult and also the Varus ult. There's a replay. We'll probably try to like put it here into the video and stuff, and we'll link it on Twitter below. Medic did a slow motion replay. Did you plan that? To block that?
I mean, obviously I didn't plan it. Like, I didn't even see Orianna ulting. Like, I don't even think we called Orianna ulting because, you know, we didn't see it. We were Nocturne ulted.
I actually saw it. Like, I saw Orianna ulted herself, and I said, like, Orianna ulted, but I didn't realize it was because my mid laner is just too good.
Yeah.
Like, I just saw him ulting himself, and I was really confused, but here's the reason,
But yeah, I mean, it was aimed for the Varus ult.
Okay.
But I guess getting Varus on Orianna ult is not bad. Not bad neither.
Yeah, the weird thing was, so from looking at the slow motion one, it looked like, so basically just the millisecond before the ball reached, the Nocturne to grab in the ult, essentially, that's where the wind wall comes in, and then like Varus ults 0.3 seconds later. So
I mean, the thing is, so what happened was basically I got Nocturne ult, so I basically can't see anything. So, but I know Varus, and I mean, it was also for Orianna ball, like not her E, but it was also for just her damage. So it was basically for, I just threw it to block Orianna and Varus out of the fight, because basically Orianna and Varus cannot do anything in that fight once the wind wall is there. So sure, Orianna used E and ult and ended in that way, but even if she didn't do it, then she didn't really have another play, because she could never get the ball over the wind wall anyway, and if she waited out the wind wall, then the fight was over anyway. So it's like, it wasn't meant to block the ult, but even if it doesn't block the ult, it's still the fight over.
Yeah, I'm just saying that you just got praised as a inhuman demon by a medic. The thing is, like, Joey just came into the press room first, and then I was like, dude, have you seen this? And then Joey's like, yeah, you know, you think Caps is lucky for the first 5 times this happens, and then he does it another 20 times, and you can slowly keep realizing maybe it's not lucky, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you can say that. I mean, obviously there's been a lot of things where it's like that are not planned, but they work out. And obviously, the thing is, a lot of times if you have a good setup, your opponent ends out outplaying themselves because they don't have anything else to do. So it looks like you outplayed them, but in reality, you didn't need the outplay. The outplay just came because they tried to do something, but if they didn't do anything, you would win anyway. So it's like it's not planned that you want to outplay them, but it happens because they don't have an alternative.
And you're, of course, the person that always sets up everyone, the unsung hero of Fnatic.
Of course, I'm just sitting in the shadows watching Caps make the big plays, and then I make sure he doesn't die, right? That's my job. If Caps pops off, then I'm happy.
Then it all works out in the end, I would say. So, as a special treat, because this was supposed to happen last week, unfortunately it didn't, but it's going to happen this week. We had a lot of Twitter questions from a lot of people, and Broxah has already done it, the quickfire question thing. So I'm just going to throw questions at you, and please just try to answer them with one word, because we're going to go through a lot of them, as many as possible. And how about this one? Broxah, how do you feel about having the best smile in esports?
I feel great about it.
Good start. Okay, Broxah, is Caps brilliant or boosted?
He is brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay. What were your favorite childhood games? Or just favorite childhood game, if you have one?
Warcraft 3, I think.
Pokemon.
Which one?
Ruby.
Ooh, good choice. What hurts more, a claps or a Broxah smash?
Broxah smash, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty big, yeah. Let's go with that one.
Okay, we're gonna go with that one then. Caps, how do you feel about the unsung heroes that are Broxah and Hidisung?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I don't mind when there's some people coming into mid lane. It's always nice, especially when we have the Pyke. The Pyke is obviously never gonna be picked again. It's gonna be permanent from now on. But when we had that, it was any mid couldn't really play. I think even if Broxah wasn't there, the Pyke would come and just come straight from base, and we lose bot turret, but we kill any mid, and then we kind of win the game. So there's definitely some nice roaming supports, and we have the little Sejuani. Any mid has to take cleanse, so it's definitely nice.
The little Sejuani, man.
Someone has to take one for the team, I have to be the one that clicks E and stuns the person Caps is attacking, right? That's my job. Nice life.
Okay. Broxah, do you bench Caps in the morning?
Yes, of course. Every morning.
Who's your idol jungler right now?
My idol jungler right now. That's a rough one. I don't know. I'll say Score. Yeah.
Okay. Idol mid laner?
Doing B.
Ooh, why?
I just like him. I think he has a lot of innovative picks, and he's usually ahead of the meta. So I used to look a lot towards Faker, but Faker is on the bench. So I'm looking towards Doing B right now. He's
All right. I like that. What else do we have here? What do you miss the most from Denmark?
my family, I suppose.
Yeah, family.
Okay.
Family.
Besides family.
Okay.
Yes.
I miss Danish food, especially råbrød or rye bread, as you call it in English.
I'll give that one as well. That one's good.
Can't you import it or something?
Well, you can even buy it in Germany. You can buy it in many countries, but it's just bad compared to Danish ones. It just doesn't work.
I remember I would just eat it every day for in summer vacation. I would just eat it every day for 2 months, and then I go to Germany, and every day we're eating pizza. So
Gamers eating healthy as usual. I had the same experience when I lived in Australia. I always try to eat German chocolate brands, but they suck so much compared to when you eat them in Germany. It's weird. Caps, did you bring the Challenger jacket against Schalke and today?
So I didn't bring it because I don't want to have my team get too confident.
Okay.
So we're saving it for Worlds right now.
Oh,
maybe playoffs. If we start dropping 2 games, then the plan is someone runs back and gets the jacket. But other than that, we're just saving it for the really important games.
Okay.
I think the only time we've had it was in the early part of the split, and there was one game. I don't remember. There was one time where we lost, and then we won the day after. Who was it?
I don't remember. But
Wait, who we lost against Splice, and then we won the next day? Who was that?
I have no idea.
Okay, whoever we beat the day after we played Splice, I had the challenge jackets.
In last spring split?
No, in this split. After Rift Rivals came, then we played against Splice, and we lost.
Yeah.
And then we played the day after, and we won, and we had the challenge jacket. I think it was Rocket. I'm pretty sure it was Rocket.
Yeah,
but I brought the Dragon Giant because we didn't want to go 0-2.
Yeah, it was not a top tier team that much.
Actually, can you imagine? He brought against Rocket, but not against G2.
Yeah, we didn't want to go 0. We didn't want to go 0-2 against Rocket, but we knew that against G2.
Okay, Jesus Christ, man. All right, is Broxah mid better than Caps jungle?
Yes, for sure.
No.
Because Caps is gonna log in some crazy jungle like Shago, and I'm just gonna play Karma and Lulu mid, and I'll be fine.
I think we all saw Broxah against my jungle, and I think we saw some Broxahs on stream playing against my jungle, and there was some soul kills happening. So not gonna say anything else.
Actually, when I stream, Caps loves trying to snipe me and play jungle, and then he just invades me all the time and tries to trigger me on stream so that he can show me the clip later and laugh at me.
Oh my god, you did that with Pipo as well. Like, I literally spoke with him like 1 or 2 weeks ago, and he was like, yeah, one time we both went mid lane, and I played Victor, and I killed him with the help of my jungler, and then I killed him again, and then I killed him again, and that was like literally 1 year ago, and he still talks about it. Hey, Pipo, remember the one time I killed you on Victor? Something like that.
Oh wait, I played.
I think you did.
And I killed him, or he killed me?
No, you killed him like multiple times, and you keep reminding him about that.
Oh, I mean, the one I think about at least was this year where I was playing Cillian mid against him, and he was playing Victor.
Oh, that thing, okay.
Yeah. It's this one at least, and it was like I started E on Cillian.
Yeah.
And my jungler just came level 2, and I just eat him, and we just kept. I was glacial augment as well, so I was like, we were all hard camping mid lane, and we was not having fun.
Yeah, and you still remind him to that after. Jesus Christ. Do you guys talk Danish at the gaming house, or is it always English?
We usually talk Danish if we're like only us, because But then usually if we're talking like as a team or we're talking, then we're speaking English because everyone needs to hear what we're saying. So
otherwise, no one understands.
Exactly.
Can both be beneficial for us, but we need to be nice towards them,
But didn't you answer the question on Euphoria about like, okay, if you had if you had an amazing mid laner and an amazing jungler and 3 bonobos on your team, you could still hard carry most of your games because it's like the most important combination. So in theory, you could just talk Danish all day and still maybe be fine.
Are you calling our teammates bonobos right
now?
No,
I'm just saying that like you guys are so insane that even without communication, or like just internal communication, you could still probably make playoffs. I'm basically just calling out other EU teams here.
Well, that's better than calling our teammates bonobos, so I can live with that. I respect that.
We just suddenly appear in some one random lane, and we're saying like, why are we not diving them, And our teammates are like, oh, we didn't know you came.
Those early levels were interesting. Rate your Darius from 1 to 10. Which one does better interviews? Beach pool party Darius, goalkeeper Darius, or weep Darius? Which is normal Darius.
I'm gonna go beach party.
I like the pool party one as well. That was pretty swag.
Guess I'm gonna bring that one back. So, other than that, Fnatic. Before this week started, everyone was like, okay, Fnatic are number 1. And every other team like talking to the Amazing. He was like, yeah, we're going to aim for second and we're going to try and beat G2 and Misfits and stuff. And every other team was like, yeah, okay, Fnatic's first. We're going to essentially try to go for second. Now, yesterday you guys got beat hard by Vitality. What is going on in the ULCS right now? Because we've had H2K grab their first win today. We've had Splice losing to H2K. We've had Vitality barely scraping the win against Unicorns, but winning against you guys. You guys then crushed G2. Misfits losing to Giants. Schalke all of a sudden being top 3 team as well. Like, what is going on? Are we all equally amazing or equally bad?
I mean, I was thinking there was a lot of strong teams in Europe a few like a week ago or something, like a half a week ago. But I'm pretty sure right now that all the teams are just kind of bad. I think we're all really bad in the EU right now, and I'm not exactly sure why. But it feels like I don't know if we became a lot worse or something. But it just feels like I mean, at least from my point of view, I feel like we're playing really bad, but we're still winning. So it's like, and
once per week, basically.
Yeah, I mean, but it's still like we're still competing against other teams, and even the top teams, we're still at worst going even with, you know. So I'm talking for scrims obviously, but and that just shows to me that other teams are like, because I think we are not that good right now, and it just kind of shows that they're not that good neither. So no one has really figured out exactly how they want to play and what they want to play. But obviously still a few weeks before playoffs, and I hope once playoffs comes around, we will prove to be obviously the best team in Europe. And I don't think that all the other teams will I don't think they will be able to improve as much as I hope we will do.
I think big part of it is the meta as well, because if you look at a team like us, for example, we've been playing a lot of random things, especially in bot lane. There was the Wukong mid as well, but we played a lot of random things. And some of it has worked, some of it not so much. I think especially in the beginning of the split, the funnel comp kind of ruined the game a bit, because it didn't really require much strategy. It has been fixed a bit now, but even now the game is really random, because there's still so many things going on, whereas in the past it was just AD carry bot, it was normal, but there's just so many things going on right now, and everyone keeps trying new stuff, because you can actually do that for the first time in so many years. You literally play everything. And I think that's both good and bad, because it makes it a bit more competitive, but it also makes it a lot random. And the fact that it's best of one doesn't make it any better either. So I think it's a combination of those things.
Oh, and by the way, we're actually going to win Worlds, because Akali got reworked, and I am the best Akali in the world, so we are going to win Worlds. I'm saying it now.
So you actually think she's really good? Because I've had mixed reactions.
Broken.
I played my first time against Akali, I was playing against Caps. And I'm never playing against Akali again. This thing is, I was so fed. I had Reckless on my team and we were killing everyone. We were both really fed, but we were dying really fast. He just looked at us and we were gone from the map without counterplay. So if I was playing against Caps next week, I would ban Akali really fast. Holy shit.
Actually, no, and I'll take it back. Akali is a bit weak right now. And I think she probably buff her, reduce her energy costs. Her Q cost is too high, so some buffs on that and maybe some damage on the ults. Thank you, right?
I can't wait for the Aatrox 2.0 essentially, just a few tweaks here and there, and all of a sudden you just face roll. Actually, I would be super excited to see the Leto champions pop up more again, and we've seen those to an extent, LeBlanc being picked up and stuff like that. Nuke Dog Zed, and it worked out. Yeah. And now Vel'Koz.
Wukong as well.
Wukong, yeah, okay. 0 to 100, pretty quick, for sure. Nice movement speed there as well. Gotta go fast on that Wukong. But yeah, so, okay, EU LCS is just a bit in shambles. Nice, good to know. That said, though, so just from a personal perspective, I feel like, okay, China's going to be super insane at Worlds. Korea is just going to be Korea. You still feel strong, though, and then there's NA just doing NA things. Is that, somewhat accurate from you guys' perspective?
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think MSI this year was kind of weird, because it felt like all the teams were weaker than usually. I think it actually felt like, obviously we ended up, getting some by NG, and we lost to Kings on one game as well and stuff. But it felt like the teams were a lot closer than usually. And obviously you can't see that because we only saw stage games which were very low sample size. But just judging from scrims and judging from the games themselves as well, it felt like that they weren't as good as, for example, the Worlds before that. And maybe that's just because it was MSI and it's not as important tournament. I'm not sure. But just the fact that it felt really close. Even NG ended up winning it, So Korea wasn't just a clear favorite. And the fact that there's so many meta changes, I think if there's any Worlds where EU has a chance to prove themselves, it should be this Worlds where there's so many random metas. So if EU wants to have some one random strategy that suddenly wins them Worlds, then this is this Worlds.
I think another factor is that Worlds has been shortened. For example, there's no week 2 anymore, and there's less time. And I remember seeing how enormous RNG's coaching staff was at MSI. It was unreal how many people they actually brought. And I think from a preparation point of view, it's probably a good thing as well for EU and NA that there's less time between the games, because obviously preparation is nice for us as well, but those Korean and Chinese teams have so many people helping prepare, and generally, they're just a bit ahead in terms of preparation usually. So if you look at it from that perspective, I think it's a good thing for EU and NA too.
Yeah, I mean, we're already talking about the NA buff of there not being a week 2 anymore, so they can't go 0-10 again. It's literally not possible. So yeah, maybe that's a secret.
Well, we are not going to complain about that because NA doing poorly in week 2 kind of saved us at last Worlds.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually a bad thing for you in some ways if it happens in the same thing. I mean, we're gonna see how the groups turn out and stuff. I'm very excited. So who do you guys think will make Worlds from EU besides you guys?
So we say ourselves, and then I feel like okay. So actually, I thought about this morning actually, and I felt the teams I ended up was actually us, G2, and Splice actually. And I thought, yeah, I think it was G2 and Splice. And I think what I ended up saying was that G2 were going to be the 4th best team in Europe, but they would just go because of points. Okay. But I still think Misfits would be like 3rd. So it would be like us. And then, I mean, obviously I don't know how it will end up because it's random when it comes to like who plays who. Yeah. So it's hard for, I think how it will end up with us as the best team. Splice 2nd, Misfits 3rd, and G2 4th, but they will have points, so they will go. But yeah.
And then in the gauntlet, Splice will take it?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, I would say us and G2 for sure, and I think the 3rd one is going to be kind of random. I think if you asked me like 2 weeks ago, I would have said Splice, but Splice has been really up and down recently.
They've literally just lost to HUK, which haven't had a win so far. So
I think the problem is, like as we talked about, everyone's so inconsistent right now, and everyone's beating everyone, so it's so hard to say. But I feel like us and G2 have a bit of an edge because of points and because we have a lot of experience and stuff. And then I would guess Misfits or Splice as well. Potentially Schalke Vitality, but not as likely, I think.
I'm gonna go with Schalke, by the way. Gonna throw the curveball there. Them or Misfits, I feel like. I mean, Splice, after losing to HUK, I don't think it's like... you lost to HUK, like...
Maybe Giants, but like...
Don't get me started on this. One last question, because this is everything about the ULCS, everything related to Fanatics, the Reckless show, the unofficial one. People just hinted towards a comeback. Anything happening there?
I mean, I assume that, we're going to keep playing with Reckless, obviously. And we're obviously also a really good team with Reckless. I think it's very important that we keep him implemented as in the team, because I think we can be the strongest team in Europe, but our goal is to, at the end of the day, to win Worlds, right? And while right now our roster is really strong as 5-man, I feel like we kind of need the adversity, I suppose it's the word, where we can play the carries as well with Reckless. And I think we need to be able to change between mages and AD carries in order to win Worlds, because you never know what patch it is. And you never know what the World's meta will be. So I think it's very important that we keep him part of the team.
Okay. A hashtag for everyone that watched until now?
A hashtag?
Yeah.
What?
Everyone that watched until now gets to write a hashtag into the comments. So make a hashtag.
Hashtag Caps greater than Broxah.
You lost out on it. This was Broxah and Caps. And Terry's from the Shotcaller. He's gone. I'm going to be gone. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is Darius from the Shotcaller, and I hope you just enjoyed that video. This is a generic end card, of course, so make sure to click here for a different interview, or here for a different interview, or about here to subscribe to the Shotcaller. We very much appreciate your support, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.